It's the holidays, and do you ever feel like there are just way too many candy canes laying around? You start with 1, then you get 10, then all of a sudden there's 50. I'm going to show you today how to make a delicious cream cheese peppermint icing so we can use these guys up. Let's get started. So put all of your candy canes and peppermints into a plastic baggie, and then we're going to give it a really good lap. Being a little more gentle works too. It is the holidays, so make it snow. Sift 3 cups of powdered sugar. Place 2 bricks of softened cream cheese and 1 stick of softened butter into a mixing bowl, and then give them a good beat until they're really creamy and well combined. Add about half of the powdered sugar and beat it on low. My mixer is just a little bit haggard, and low speed pretty much doesn't exist anymore. Guess what's on my Christmas list? New mixer! Then add the rest of the powdered sugar, and this time my mixer's not winning. I'm covering the bowl with a clean towel so that it can't spit back out at me. A splash of vanilla extract and an entire cup of crushed candy canes is going to flavor the icing. That's a lot of candy canes to be able to use up. And check out all of the pretty red and white speckles. So gorgeous. We're going to use a chocolate cake with our peppermint frosting because that's a good combo. And you can get the recipe for this chocolate cake at this video here. Just go ahead and dollop it on. Get a nice thick filling before we go to our sides and the top. So here you have it, a beautiful peppermint chocolate cake, perfect for the holidays. I don't know how that happened. There must have just been more candy canes lying around that just needed to be used somehow. And hey, you guys, my channel is officially 2 years old. I know I haven't been here. I've been a little bit off and on, but if you stuck with me, thank you. Here's to 2. Happy holidays, everyone. Thanks for watching. Add some color to your day the easy way. Cake Craft's coloring gels are rich in color and mix in easily no matter what you're tinting. Use it in cake batters and frostings, including buttercreams, cream cheese icings, and confectioner sugar glazes. It blends into fondant completely. Create unique shades by combining multiple colors together. It's perfect for covering cakes and creating decorative details. And because it's ultra concentrated, you'll use less than traditional water-based colors and get consistent, vibrant colors. Blended with a few drops of clear alcohol, it becomes a perfect edible paint. It's also great in gum paste, from the palest pastels to the boldest primaries and every shade in between. Use it to add color to basic cookie dough, as well as the royal icing on top. Mix royal icing with Cake Craft coloring gel to create custom sprinkle blends that match any color palette. Stir it into your marshmallow mixture before adding cereal for colorful crispy treats. With 12 easy-to-control tubes in the Cake Craft coloring gel kit, every shade of every color is at your fingertips. How are you using Cake Craft coloring gels? Tag us on your baking adventures on Instagram and Facebook to share the color.
So two-part question.
Okay.
Are you a feminist? And what is your definition of the word feminism? Because I feel like there's a lot of different stereotypes.
Yeah.
Or just, so what is your definition and are you one?
Okay. Yes, I am a very strong feminist.
Yes, I'm definitely a feminist.
I am absolutely a feminist. I don't really know how someone couldn't be a feminist, but my own personal definition of feminism would just be equality of the sexes in all aspects.
I guess there are many different stigmas behind feminism, but there's really only one definition if you actually look it up. So feminism is equality without the exclusion of either gender.
And I think it's sometimes generalized just to women who can be feminists, which is just such a bummer for me. So I think it's men and women coming together for the common goal of equality and kind of a better understanding of what it is like to be a woman and the struggles that we have come and the ones that we have overcome, but the ones that we need more help from. And that's why we need men as well to help us out. My name is Sylvie Latis. I'm a senior at Co, graduating in May. I love to spend time with my friends and work out.
For a man to be strong, I guess there's the physical strength, which is, obvious.
For a man to be strong, obviously there's the typical, macho man, like huge muscles, whatever.
What I define as a man to be strong, I feel like I should be like physically like strong to be able to like carry like a heavy weight.
Well, when you tell men, especially when they're like, forming from boys to men, you usually think physical strength and, they're emotionally resilient.
So how often do you work out?
Probably 5 times a week on average.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't keep myself like on a strict schedule because I don't see it as something I have to do a certain amount of times a week because it's a lifelong thing that so I don't see it as I have to do it this many times a week or anything like that. I do it when I feel like it, and if I don't, then I don't.
Nice.
But when we did judo, there was always someone who'd come in like their first time, and it's grappling. So some people would get really weird about grappling with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one time this man came in, and I was maybe 15 at the time, and he was like acting super tough and macho, and then he said that he didn't want to wrestle a girl because he didn't want to like break me. And then my instructor was like, you know what, wrestle her. We want to see what you can do. And I like creamed him. It was a piece of cake. He had no experience. He didn't really know what he was doing, but he was mortified and really mad that he lost to a girl. And I was 15. Like,
Yeah.
I had clearly just been more experienced than him. He just didn't know what he was doing. He'd never done it before. But he walked in like acting all tough, and he didn't expect me to be skilled enough to like take him down because he was bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did, he was like, I don't even know what word it is, but he got pissed. He like threw something across the room, and he started screaming some stuff, and like you could tell that his masculinity was very wounded.
Mm-hmm.
And he stormed out, and we never saw him again.
I think it means to me for a man to be strong is that he doesn't follow any definitions or doesn't define himself in a certain way. And I think that a big part of being strong is allowing yourself to feel any emotions that you may feel. And so, I see a lot of strength in men that are vulnerable or can open up. I see a lot of strength in men when they stand up for things that
they believe are worth fighting for. I think that a man is strong when he knows what he wants and pursues that.
And on the flip side, what do you think it means for a woman to be strong?
I would say the same things.
So I think a strong woman is independent and an individual. She doesn't strive to be society standards of a woman in beauty or in her actions, but she carries a lot of wisdom and just inner strength more than physical strength.
So what does it feel like, being a woman and like coming in here and lifting weights with like, usually I'm sure it's a male dominated gym and...
Yeah, I used to be intimidated by it at first, but I just like to put in my headphones and do my thing, and I don't let them feel like I can't also be in this space or that I'm out of place, because I'm not.
Because now I think, when you say what does it mean for a woman to be strong, I think back to the women who were strong in my life, and who are still continuously being strong. Honestly, I think I guess not unfortunately, but I think it fits the same almost thing that I see as a man, except, the only problem with that is that women are expected to cry, they're expected to be emotional and this kind of thing. So that doesn't make them weak because they do that, so... But some people would say, again, that going back to the crying thing, I think people would say that, because women cry or they're emotional, they're supposed to be emotional, there's that expectation that they are weak because they follow that expectation or something like that,
That one. I think it means having the courage to stand up for yourself, because sometimes I feel like women think that they need to be silenced, especially when they are surrounded by men, or they feel that if they are too vocal, they would be viewed as, bitchy or something like that, or kind of a hard ass. So I think it's kind of standing up for yourself and realizing kind of all the potential that you have, no matter, if you're a woman or a man.
So how do you feel after a workout?
I feel really good. I feel strong. I feel healthy. I feel just really capable. It makes my day better. I put more of myself into my other things because I just feel motivated, and it makes me feel really good.
I think a big part of why I enjoy it so much is because I do feel like I'm like combating some of the stereotypes about women, and also I was always really little, and so I was always like little Sylvie, and so to feel like strong and badass and capable from lifting weights is something that I think has shaped a lot of who I've become, and I think that it just makes me feel really empowered, and feeling stronger physically also, like I feel more, I feel safer because I feel like I could defend myself, but yeah, it's really fun, but it also has just taught me a lot about breaking those stereotypes and doing what I love, and yeah.
What do you think about the stereotype that men are physically strong and women are not?
I think that's something that has been ingrained into our society, but there's no reason why women can't physically be strong or have muscles or lift weights in the gym. I think sometimes men are maybe a little bit threatened by that just because that's always been something that the men do and men have, but I don't think that it needs to be one of them strong and one of the sexes not. We can all be strong, and yeah.